Well, you're on this journey. It's time to take stock. It's time to take stock of yourself. What are you good at? What are you not so good at? And the first thing we got to talk about is if you don't do this, if you don't give yourself a chance to figure this out, you're actually increasing your own risks for negative health impacts. Taking stock of what are you like? How is your health now? Because with this journey, if you cannot figure out how to do this in a healthy way, you're going to find your cortisol level goes up a lot. Cortisol is a negative stress hormone. And it's a negative stress hormone that increases the risk that you'll start building in abdominal fat. You'll get chunky around the middle, not around the bottom, around the middle. And that means your organs are picking that up, and it increases your risk of heart attack, of stroke, of blood pressure problems, blood sugar problems, and even there's an increased risk of cognitive problems. Without the right kind of support for yourself and not noticing things, that sleeping problem you have, the eating problem you've got, the inability to focus, to concentrate, at first it may just feel like, well, that happens to anybody. But it turns out for people supporting people living with dementia, your risk of developing your own cognitive issues, be it depression, anxiety, or dementia, increases dramatically unless you can recognize, I need support. I need to take care of myself. And what you need is going to be uniquely yours. We've got to figure out what you're good at and what you're not good at. You need to take stock of where you have skills and where you don't have skills. Not everybody's meant to be a hands-on care provider for a person living with dementia. You can love someone deeply and not be a good matchup for care, but it doesn't mean you don't care. It means that you may be the organizer of care. You may be the person who figures out the financial pieces. You may be the one who deals with the insurance company, or maybe you're the person who works on housing and housing support. Maybe you're transportation, or maybe you're the one who figures out the medications or deals with the hospital stay. We won't know what your role is until you look down at yourself, look out at yourself, look around you, and see what your resources are. And if you don't have resources, recognize, I am going to need some help here. Because no one human being should try to support another human being 24/7. And when we start this journey, nobody thinks it's going to be a 24/7 commitment. But by the end of the journey and through periods of this journey, it may very well be a 24-period commitment. 24 hours, 7 days a week. No one can do that. And neither can the person living with dementia tolerate you or themselves 24/7. But the reality is with dementia, I never know when it's going to be a long day, a short day. And not everyone has the freedom to simply focus on that individual and that job and that work. They may have work that they go to. They may have family that they're trying to support. They may have responsibilities in other areas. Whatever your story is, it is super important that you take stock. What does the person need now? What can you offer now? But who else could you involve? Now's a good time to look around. Look at yourself, look around, so you can figure out what you have, what you don't have, and who you might need to bring into the mix. And if you don't know, now's a good time to ask. There are people out there who've been down this road, this journey before. Doesn't mean it's your journey. Yours will be unique. But there are people who can help you build resilience, because when we've been through something, we contribute to the whole. And my suggestion, strong suggestion, is look at yourself, look around, and see where you are. You have strengths, but you also have areas that you're not so good at. And that may mean you need somebody who is good. So for you, this is a time of investing in yourself, investing in the situation. And I'm not just talking funds, I'm talking pay attention to how things are going for you and check in regularly for yourself and everyone involved, because this will be an ever-changing landscape. And it's time to take stock episodically.